Another furnace repair request. Got us a thermostat heater. All right, so let's see what's going on. So when I hit the button, I hear a hum. No, what's going on here? No light on the board, no power, so that indicates, it sounds like that transformer humming, don't it? All right, so what we're doing here is we don't have any power here. When I kick it on, I just get a hum. So what we found out is when I test R on C, okay, so hold the button, R and C, and we got 11 volts. I can't hold it all at one time very well here. Yes. So anyway, 11 volts. I checked the fuse. Watch this. So continuity test. That's what we should hear on the fuse. And nothing. And as you can see, the fuse is burned out. So that's why we're not getting power to the board at all. Alright, so I changed the fuse. Now everything come on. I got a heartbeat, which says it's normal power to everything. Here comes the igniter. It's happy. Now, the thing is, to get this going, I had to short R and white, red and white together to get it to start. Now that could indicate a bad thermostat, so we're going to replicate this. We're going to go turn it off at the thermostat and make sure that it's going to keep calling for heat. So far everything's working. The board just came on. I think we're good. Okay, so this time I went and turned the thermostat on. Everything came right on. Look at that. So what I'm going to do now is we'll turn the thermostat off and see if it goes off. If it does, we just had a stuck relay on the board. We'll just see. Hopefully, if it keeps running too, we got to see. We're going to do a couple more checks there. So let's go. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's turn it down till this should make it kick off too. All right, boom. That should have shut it off. I heard it click. So I think the thermostat is working. We should have it back off now. That was the main thing I want to check. Okay. It's still running yet. We'll see if it kicks off here shortly. Alright, I have the thermostat off. I turned this off and it all kicked on by itself. So there is something wrong with the control board because I don't even have the thermostat on and it turned on its own. So I have the thermostat up there, but look, we got 500 voltage. It should be 0 if I have the thermostat on. Okay, but now it is 0, but it's still kicked on. So while that was running, I pulled the white wire and then it shut off, so it's ghost calling the heat. Because like if I put it back, let's see what it does when I put it back. I'm going to try to kick back on. Let's see. So I just put the white wire back on, and it started up again. So regardless of the fact the thermostat is off up there, and we're still getting 0 volts at the R and W terminal. So yeah, the board is internally got a messed up relay. So it wants to kick it on, and it can't be controlled by the thermostat properly. So it is the control board for sure acting up. So probably a stuck relay, or the relay is not acting right. So we're gonna have to replace it for it to operate right. In fact, I'm just to prove the point, the thermostat is off up here. See, it's 69, 71, so it's effectively off. Even if I were to turn it off all the way, it'll still stay on, which it shouldn't. But if I pull that white wire, then it will. We're going to just clarify that though, make sure the thermostat is not also acting up. But I turned it off up there. Alright, just to be sure. Let's test the voltage again. Okay, so even with the thermostat officially off, we still got 0 volts, so it should be turning off, and it's not. But this is for that final test. If I take the white wire off while it's running, it cuts off. That means, see, everything shuts off. So, but if I put it back, it'll cut back on. So that just goes to show that the control board's bad. It's not communicating with the thermostat right. Because we still have 0 volts there. It should not be turning off. I think it's pretty much proven that the control board is bad. Right. So all this, I'm going to get another board for it. I'm going to have to write down all the things for it. Another thing, that filter is really dirty. I will get another one of those now. I'll note the size on that one. That does need replaced. It's really dirty. But yeah, there it goes. It's kicking on by itself, doing its own thing, and the thermostat's off. So, you know, while you could conceivably control it with the switch here, that's not how you want it to operate. So we shut it off for a minute, and what I want to see is if I shut it back on, will it just automatically just turn on its own? Okay. All right, let's kick it on again. All right, so we're back again. Install a new control board. All right. All right, let's have a look. So it does look like the same exact one too. Sure does. Everything looks the same, lined up the same. It is the same exact board. Yeah. Even right down to the numbers and all. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same exact board. Right on the nose. Push him on in. Come on. Boom. Okay, that's in. Now, next one. What's the next one should go in? Alright, here we go. So I put the new control board in. I turned the thermostat up. We're gonna see if everything works correctly now. So far we got our nice heartbeats indicating everything's good. Here goes the igniter. First time. Now what we're gonna go do is, so I call for heat on the one. I figured out that I didn't realize they had a zone thing up here, and there's actually more than one thermostat in the house. When I asked the tenant about it, they said there was only one. And come to find out, I walked around, there's two of them. One was on the whole time, confusing me why I kept having power, why it would shut off. Now we see why. Got two calling for power. So now I only got one on right now. So when that should cut it off now. If that cuts off correctly when it comes down, then everything's solved. Should be off now at this point. And it is off. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's go call for heat on the other one, and it should come back on. Just to make sure they both work. So that one works. Oh. Okay. Success. Now we're going to turn this one on. Make sure it works. Yeah, downstairs one does. Now I'm checking this one. This one also worked too. But you got to be careful on having both on, because then it gets confused. Okay. So if both are on, it'll just keep running and running and running. If one is
Okay, but if the one on downstairs, then this one won't heat up this, will it?
Well, it's supposed to work both of them, but if that one's still not up to temperature, then if it's way over and it's still trying to climb, see, it's only a 68 in here, so I don't have it kicked on yet, but okay, there we go. And boom. So the first one. As long as this kicks on, and we're good, and I can get out of here. So